In daily operations, the front office functions as the primary operational hub, managing the critical financial and legal gateways that every guest must pass through. Success in this role requires balancing two distinct skill sets: the interpersonal warmth of hospitality and the technical precision required for accurate registration and billing. While empathy defines the guest experience, technical competencies provide the operational structure that allows the business to remain solvent and meet its legal obligations. This lesson details how that structure is maintained across three specific pillars: the management of guest data, the optimization of room inventory, and the handling of financial transactions. Integrating these three pillars allows front office staff to manage the property's data and inventory as an interconnected system. Registration is the first of these pillars. It is the formal process of establishing a legally binding contract between the guest and the property. During this process, the staff must capture specific mandatory data points: the guest's full name, nationality, contact information, passport or identification number, and the exact duration of the stay. Collecting this information is a strict requirement in many jurisdictions, where local law enforcement or tourism boards mandate that hotels maintain accurate records of all visitors. This is the Property Management System, or PMS. It is the single source of truth for the hotel, acting as the digital repository where all guest data is organized and stored. Accuracy at the input stage is vital. A spelling error or an incorrect phone number creates a break in the data flow, which can prevent the guest from receiving future communications or accruing loyalty points. These manual mistakes can have severe consequences, such as blocking the pathway for critical emergency notifications if the hotel needs to reach the guest during an incident. Because this data is personal and sensitive, staff must comply with data privacy regulations like GDPR. This means acting as responsible stewards of every guest's information. This responsibility includes following strict protocols for registration cards, ensuring they are signed to validate the terms of the stay, and keeping all records in secure, restricted locations. Meticulous data entry during registration serves as the hotel's first line of legal defense. The second pillar, room assignment, is a task of inventory optimization that must balance the hotel's current room status with the needs of the guest. Effective assignment accounts for guest preferences, such as a desire for a quiet room away from the elevators, a specific floor level, or a particular view. Staff must also apply a priority matrix for loyalty program members, ensuring that high-tier VIPs receive the best available room in their booked category. This optimization requires real-time coordination between the front desk, housekeeping, and maintenance teams. This grid shows the live status of the hotel's inventory. A receptionist must check this map to ensure they only assign rooms that are marked as ready. If a guest is assigned to a room marked yellow or dirty, the system should trigger a warning to prevent the check-in from proceeding. If this check is missed, it leads to a double move, a service failure where a guest enters an unready room and must be brought back to the lobby to be reassigned. To prevent this, staff must cross-reference the arrival list against the live room status in the PMS before any keys are programmed. Flawless inventory management makes the transition from the lobby to the room feel instantaneous and effortless for the guest. Handling financial transactions is the third pillar and the most sensitive duty of the front office staff. To prevent fraud, staff follow strict credit card protocols, requiring that the name on the card matches the physical identification provided by the guest. For cash payments, the requirement is immediate documentation. An official receipt must be issued, and the payment must be logged into the PMS to maintain the audit trail. These transactions are compiled in the guest's folio, which serves as a complete and transparent record of their financial relationship with the hotel during their stay. This digital ledger shows how the hotel maintains its audit integrity. Every physical payment must balance perfectly against the entries recorded in the guest's folio. This balance depends on the accurate recording of deposits, incidental holds, and the final balance. When a folio is maintained accurately throughout the stay, staff can quickly resolve any questions a guest might have during checkout, providing a clear explanation for every charge. This transparency preserves guest trust and ensures that the physical cash in the drawer matches the records in the system at the end of the daily audit. Even with these systems, technical and human errors can lead to overbooking, a situation where the hotel has sold more rooms than are physically available. This can be caused by system glitches, manual entry mistakes, or guests extending their stay beyond their scheduled departure date. When the capacity meter exceeds 100%, the first step in the recovery flowchart is to update the PMS immediately to stop all further sales. The next step is direct communication with the reservations manager to assess the situation and determine how many guests are affected. As a guest arrives and no room is available, the hotel follows an industry protocol known as walking. The walking protocol requires the hotel to secure comparable or superior accommodation at a different property at no extra cost to the guest. The process is completed by arranging complimentary transportation to the new hotel and providing a sincere professional apology. While walking is the solution for total capacity failures, minor errors can often be resolved more simply by providing an internal room upgrade at no cost to the guest. Managing these exceptions requires a combination of rapid technical correction in the PMS and empathetic communication with the guest. Through effective exception management, the front office protects the guest experience and ensures that the guest does not bear the burden of the hotel's operational error. Every operational system discussed, from the precision of registration to the transparency of finance, rests on a foundation of guest trust. The data collected during a stay is highly personal, including home addresses, travel companions, and financial details. Professional ethics dictate that this information must never be shared with unauthorized third parties. This means strictly enforcing boundaries, refusing to give a guest's room number to a phone caller, or denying requests for copies of a previous guest's bill without proper authorization. In the hotel environment, the front desk acts as the primary guardian of this sensitive personal information. The combination of technical precision and ethical confidentiality provides the structural support for the guest experience and the hotel's professional reputation.